the moment I get knocked out of clarity and presence and playfulness, and I get knocked into anxiety and worry and fear, it's like, one, how did that happen? But two, whose fear am I following? Sometimes it can be my own. It's not a problem, but is it someone else? Is it my own stuff? Yes or no? At the end of the day, I just went up today to Santa Barbara to train with my teacher, and it is just like the weirdest feeling to take a break. And this is a Wednesday in the middle of the week to go do this random adventure up in Santa Barbara and go train with my teacher. And it's always the most interesting thing to see the energy I have in days like this versus being in work and being in the day to day and the monotony of it. And just the only way I could describe it is like being a kid the night before a field trip or knowing you're going on a field trip instead of going to school. Like that's what it feels like. And it's crazy to see like everything in my life is still the same. I'm just taking one, it was like a couple hours throughout the day today to go to Santa Barbara and then to come back. And it's like waking up with all of this excitement and this joy and this like sense of awe and adventure, and which is beautiful. And I love going to Santa Barbara. I love seeing my teacher. I love working with her. It's incredible. It's life-changing stuff. But then I'm just like, how can I bring this energy in the day-to-day of work, of regular life, schedules, just everything? How can I bring that level of excitement and awe and vibrancy to the regular mundane life? And I really do think it is a choice of you can be pissed and in a shit mood and tired and lethargic, and you can be all these things. Not saying that you can't ever be. It's not a problem. But the repetitiveness of the day to day being like, fuck, like I got to do this. I got to fucking do this, but I got to think about this. I got to, figure that out and blah, 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 blah. Like that's where I've been for a while. But then it's like, I can consciously choose, okay, I can be in that avenue, in that camp, or I can be in the camp that life is awesome. Life's like a fucking game and I can gamify shit and it's more fun. It's more approachable and just like, it's not that serious. Like we're all going to fucking die anyways. It's not that serious. Like go have fun. Like see what you can do, like more of just like gamifying life and having that sense of vibrancy and playfulness in everyday life. And it's like, again, like you just get to choose. It's like, are you going to be in camp A or are you going to be in camp B? Like both are okay. Just which one are you going to choose over time? And I think coming back from Santa Barbara and doing all this work right now, it's just really fresh in my mind of like being aware of like what state of being I'm in throughout my day, right? Not saying that if you have a bad day, bad days are fine. Bad days are great. Everyone has bad days. And you should have bad days. You shouldn't try to mask the bad days. Being aware of the state I'm in day to day. Am I in presence? Am I in calm? Am I in clarity? Or am I in fear and overwhelm and anxiety? And with my line of work of being in sales at an ad agency, a marketing agency, it's more of that side of being in fear, being in overwhelm, being in anxiety. Whether it's there's a team goal that needs to be hit, whether there's a quote I need to achieve, whether it's hitting my, my desired commission, whatever it is, I've realized I could fall into that. Like, is it my fear or is it someone else's fear I let encapsulate onto me? Is it their anxiety and their worries encapsulating onto me? Or is it my own stuff? And I think just being super aware of it is key, because then when I'm moving from fear, moving from anxiety, moving from scarcity, the speed is incredibly fast, but it's not even efficient work because I'm halfway here. I'm a quarter there. I'm thinking about this, but I got to do this. And this is on my to-do list and I'm here and I'm there and I'm trying to be everywhere all at once, but I can't because I'm doing it half-assedly. Where it's, if I'm coming from a place of presence, calmness and playfulness, it's a lot more slower. It's a lot more calm. It's a lot more focused and efficient because it's like I'm focusing on one task at a time at my pace without thinking about the slacks I need to answer, without thinking about the messages or the calls or the to-do list. It's like I'm here right now with this one objective. When that is done, I can then check. And that to me is a big thing of slowing down and slowing down and being so present with what I'm doing. And it also kind of brings back in like when you're everywhere all at once, trying to do all these things and constantly doing with the thoughts keep on going of the to-do list of I need to be here, I need to be there, I got to do this, but I'm thinking about this and et cetera. It's like, it's very in like the yang energy, the very masculine energy, right? but you got to have the balance of both. You got to have the yang and the yin and the yang of the masculine and the feminine. When you can bring the feminine of calmness, presence, clarity, and playfulness, along with the doing aspect of the emails and the meetings and the calls and all these things, if you can combine them to merge, you are now in a place where you are completely present while you're doing the actions you need to do for work or for whatever else you're trying to do. And when you can merge them, you're in this state, I believe, is what flow is, of you are completely present with what you're doing and you are doing the things that need to be done. That's it. And yeah, like I always come to this place of being just so in my head of all these things weighing on me of work and content or trading or finding my person or just trying to figure it all out. There's so many things ruminating that I'm not able to be present to calm the nervous system, to then allow things to come in and to give myself the space as well. Because when I'm, again, coming from the camp of being calm, present, with clarity and playfulness, I'm also not only giving myself space with the work I'm doing and the things I'm doing of being hyper focused to give me space to do the task at hand, but also internally, it's giving myself the mental and emotional space to allow things to come in, whether it's intuitively from like a higher state of mind, your higher mind, to come in to tell you and guide you of what to do and how to handle things. So it's giving myself the space, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. And when you have all of those things, you kind of just get these like random downloads, basically. Like you'll hear like these little voices in your head telling you to do something. And that's where the creative is. That's the intuition. That's where these abstract out of the box ideas and synchronicities can come in. Is when I'm incredibly present while I'm doing things. That's where it all flows in together. So you're getting the intuitive and the creative and all these ideas along with doing the work while you're being so present. And so it's all meeting in the middle and forming moment by moment, day by day. And so again, it's just like as you're going through your day, it's like, what is your state? And for a while, I've been very mentally and physically tired from just the thoughts just going and going and going of the constant iteration and strategizing and rumination and worrying and just planning and trying to execute mentally. It's been so tiring that when I was working with my teacher today, when I was finally able just to shut that off, it was just the most blissful, peaceful thing I've experienced. And it felt like in like the hour or so we were working together, it felt like I slept like 12 hours basically from the deep, deep rest, not the physical rest, the mental and emotional release that brings up so much energy back into the body, back to the nervous system, back into me, where I'm then able to come out of that so rested, revitalized, and ready to go. And to take all of that from this beautiful gem of a place in Santa Barbara, how can I take all of that and being in that energy and state of being while I'm there, what I just experienced, how can I bring it back into regular life, back into the minutia, back into work, back into everything else? And how can I cultivate my own peace, my own way in that state of being moment by moment, day to day while I'm here?